Formula One racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Vance. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. We have a full grid lined up, some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fantastic weekend of Formula One racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Vance. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. We have a full grid lined up, some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience viewing footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. The cars are all lining up on the grid. They're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they going to take it? What are they going to do? Is they going to go deep? Are they going to go? Who knows? Let's take it out. Away we go! DRS is still active, and if Timo wants to get this moved on, he's gonna need to Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Bats. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. We have a full grid lined up, some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience viewing footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. There we go, and all the cars are all lining up on the grid. They're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they going to take it? What are they going to do? Is they going to go deep? Are they going to go? Who knows? Let's take it out. Away we go! DRS is still active, and if Timo wants to get this moved on, he's gonna need to use this DRS zone because I have a feeling. Oh no, Timo cancel the crusher in the traction zone. The Prix to mount up another overtake on 1P3 trademark. This is Ryan's race.
And Timo are oh, he hits the pit. Oh no! Oh my god, this so sorry, control myself. So Timo
I wouldn't be gonna penalty too, so they can stand at the back together again, just like Timo likes it.
How many times? Did you see how many times Timo tried to get into the pit?
Hello. It's me. Yeah, I can hear you. On the stream. Okay. Yeah, I had a blue screen. Sorry, everybody listening.
Oh, there we go. I fixed my mic. I had the wrong
Okay.
input. Sorry, chat.
Yes.
I've been talking to myself for about 5 minutes.
And my PC died, so I was in no man's land. But we're back.
Yeah, what I had said, we had the standings on screen, so I was talking about those. I'm going to assume
Okay.
chat can read them for themselves, so I won't go over them again. And I was telling them how much I missed you and I loved you very much.
Thanks. Yeah, I was having an argument or a fight with my PC. But it seems to be working now, so here we are in Zandvoort. My name is Der Hammer, and yeah, Inferno, I think... Did you introduce yourself already, or were you just talking to yourself as well?
I introduced myself to nobody.
Oh, okay.
But hopefully people know who I am now. And you've introduced me already, so I'm not going to do it again. What I was going to say is this is Zandvoort, a new track on the calendar. We've not seen any races on here as yet in SLR. If anyone is a really keen viewer, they would have seen 2 SRLs Tier 3 do it yesterday. That was quite an exciting one, from what little I saw. It's a very tricky track, very technical.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, I've had a go at it with less than impressive results. But that can be said for most tracks, I think. But it's a very windy track. You've not got a lot of space. It's very tight, very technical. And there's only a couple of DRS straights, and then neither of them are very long. So the guys are going to have to be really on the ball about trying to overtake. It's very difficult, to put it politely.
Yeah, especially I think this track is great for hot lapping, and it's really fun because there's a lot of faster corners. But in the race, it's gonna be pretty tricky, I think. Not only because it's hard to overtake, as you mentioned, but also the dirty air effect, which is a lot stronger this game than the last game, makes it difficult to get in a groove, kinda. At least that's how I feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy doing a fast lap around here, but when you're around other traffic and following other cars, it's pretty difficult to do your own thing.
Yeah, it's very dependent on grip. One way or another, you need a lot of mechanical grip, but also the downforce in some of the corners, where you're taking them at high speed, and the camber as well. On a number of the corners, you've got to sort of keep your car glued to the track. And if there's a car right in front of you, it's very difficult sometimes.
Yeah, and what I saw, I followed the 2 SRL race, and what I kind of thought would happen, and what did happen, was a lot of people spinning on their own. Because in some of the corners, you want to keep the inside, but if you touch those inner curbs, you'll definitely spin, especially in race on all the tires. So yeah, a lot of spins, and I wonder what we're going to see today. I'm predicting an eventful race. As we see, I was following Nico around, and he already had quite some difficulty in some corners.
Yeah, it's. I think we'll see a lot of issues for some drivers. It's a bit like Vietnam, I suppose. It's a new track for a lot of people. Zandvoort itself has been around for quite a while, but it's not been in the F1 series for a long time. So there's going to be a lot of unfamiliarity, especially for those people that haven't put many hours of practice in. So you'll definitely see some mistakes, I'm sure.
Looking at the times, I'm actually kind of impressed by the pace set, especially by the first 3. as they are already
Yeah.
in the 191,
That's
192 territory. So
in my view, that's very, very fast.
Yeah.
I really struggle to get under 10 here. So people doing low 9s, and I know the ultra aliens of the world can do low 8s, but I doubt we'll see that today. But this is tier 4, and I think to do a low 9 is incredibly impressive for anyone.
yeah, but to think about definitely bot with a 110-1 on mediums, I don't know, but
Yeah.
it seems crazy.
Definitely bot is a perennial front runner, I think, in tier 4, and seeing him do that on mediums is very, very good. I was thinking that he is likely to come out again on softs, but something
Yeah.
we haven't talked about today is the tyre strategy, and I know this track really wrecks the tyres, especially the left front in particular.
Front left, yeah, I was
Takes
just
a
about
real
to
beating.
say. It's a difficult one because some people think soft medium might be doable, and the other thing it's soft hard and soft medium won't cut it till the end. And what I saw from the 2 SRL race in tier 3, they were forced on hards because of an early safety car. But if we don't get that early safety car, it's going to be pretty interesting to see what people choose. I don't think a 2-stop is viable because track position is really important here, considering how hard overtaking is.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think 2-stopping is suicidal for your race unless it's under a safety car. You've got to try and do some kind of 1-stop, which narrows your options quite a lot. And like I said, track position is so important. You want to qualify on the softs, which gives you practically no options when it comes to the race. It's either can you do a soft medium, or would you rather play it a little bit safer and put the hard tyres on that second stint?
Yeah.
I think what may be interesting is we've got definitely Bot who did his first lap on the mediums. Is he going to chance it? And as I say that, he puts on a set of softs, so the answer is no, he's not going to chance it and try and qualify on the mediums.
Yeah, that could be possible.
But
But then what is his second tire choice? It's
yeah, I
you
think
cannot do medium, so then you'll have to either do softs near the end. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
36 laps because it's a pretty short lap, and from what I've seen so far, it's like the mediums start to drop off after like 15 laps. It's not a big drop off because it's not time to use, but still.
I did some practice runs the other day, and after 21 laps on the mediums, I had my front left was on fire and it was at 75%, which is puncture range.
Yeah, that's
So-
when you risk a puncture indeed. So
If you're unless you've got a setup that can look after the tyres better than mine can, which is probably likely, but it's going to be close. I think if you do soft medium, you are running the risk there. Unless you're some kind of tyre whisperer. But I think there will be some people perhaps trying a medium hard, or I think a soft hard is probably the most likely.
yeah, I
combination.
agree. If you want to play it safe and qualify in softs, and then you do a soft hard. Meanwhile, there's a third guy on the 191 club, and it's Ace Boy, which is no surprise as he's also pretty high in the standings.
Yeah, I think Ace Boy is currently third in the standings.
Yeah, he won the last race. Yeah, he won in Vietnam, right?
Ooh, I can't remember.
It's last week, but I kind of remember something with a 2-stop he did at the end, and then he caught the others.
Well, it wasn't Vietnam last week, it was China last week.
Ah, China was last week, then he won the
Yeah.
week before.
Bebix
Oh,
won last
dear.
week, I think.
Yeah, now I remember.
But I think he's a reserve, Bebix.
Yeah,
Is he?
I don't know.
This is my team.
I completely lost the plot. I rushed home from work, and then my
Yeah.
computer died when when we
I'll
were
let
about
you-
to start. So
I'll let you off. I've got no excuse. So I hang my head in shame. I even had the standings up for like 10 minutes, so I was talking about them. I've already forgotten.
cool. Don't know.
But that's we may be having a few people
Yeah.
getting ready to do their last run coming up.
The final runs, the most interesting ones, at
yeah.
least.
So front runners so far: A2K, X Crystals, Ace Boy, Bebix, and then T Ezroglu.
We also get some background info from Gerla. I don't know if he's chiefing somebody, but he says it says rain 45 minutes into the race.
That's a classic Jeff, really, isn't it? Right at the very end.
Yeah. Is it gonna drop?
He's going to spend the whole race saying rain in 20 minutes, rain in 10 minutes, and then the checkered flag comes. And nothing happens.
Yeah, but I don't know which race it was, but also remember a race where it said like rain near the end, and then it already came after like 10 laps. And we were all caught out and we had to change our strategies. So yeah.
Jeff is an unpredictable god.
Wow, a 189.
Wow.
I can't even set that in time trial. I've been trying like whole week to set a 1.8 in time trial, and he's doing it in a short quali where you only have 3 runs.
That's going to take some beating.
Yeah. Maybe I should move down to tier 4 as I'm clearly not even fast enough to get pulled there.
Just on board with A2K, and he's coming around the last bend now, about to start his lap, I believe.
Or is he on a fast lap?
I saw him slow down earlier, so I think this is him starting.
Yeah, this is, yeah. You can brake really late into this corner.
Yeah, sort of slingshot yourself around it. And this is a trick. Chad is.
He's in traffic.
Oh
no. Yeah, that's. I think he retired from the session.
Yeah, Chad is retired.
Yeah.
Retiring on track.
That's a no-no.
That is a no-no. It's unfortunate for A2K. It happens. At least he is currently on the front row provisionally, so it's not like he hasn't set a banker lap or anything, and he's going to have to crawl his way up from the back.
I think definitely Bot is on a run. He's now going through the fast corners, the 2 right-handers.
Yep. I think he'll be looking to go a lot faster than P10.
Yep.
How well he's been doing so far this season.
Late braking here, and then a difficult left-hander. Really important to get good on the traction here because the DRS section follows with a short one. This is the most difficult part, I think, with the curb on the right.
Yeah, he gets a bit out of shape, but gets on the throttle nice and early on the exit.
Down into 4th here. A little bit wide. Missed the apex by a hair.
He takes it tight, crosses the line. P5,
194.
Decent time, pretty good. P5. I think definitely bottom. Generally isn't the absolute top of the qualifying bunch.
No, but he has a good
finish the race up there. And he's very clean and tidy from what I've seen.
I think we only got one guy left who can set a time. Is Jimis or is Shaka still on a lap? I'm following Jimis.
I think they're both done. Or maybe Jimis.
Really?
He's got some ERS, yeah. Jimis is going for it.
Yeah.
Ooh, he goes up one position, just pips Nico into the top 10. It's a bit of a two-edged sword there. He was P11 and he had free tyre choice. Is it worth it to go up that one
I don't
position?
know. But I also wonder if it's worth starting on the mediums. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because track position is so important. It feels like off the start is almost your best chance at overtaking someone.
Yeah.
So if you get on the softs, you can get the better traction and hopefully make up a couple places off the line into turn 1. Whereas if you get the mediums, you suddenly become so much harder to do, and you may end up losing places which you may not get back for quite a long time.
True. You can definitely say Crystal's balls to qualifying though, 210s.
Yeah, Crystals looks very much the favourite today based on raw pace. Would have liked to have seen how if A2K, sorry, could have done better, but of course his lap was blocked. But I don't think he's in a league of his own, Crystals. 2/10. It is a bit of a hot lapping track, so we'll see if he can pull away. We'll see what other people's strategy to deal with it is, because as I said, overtaking is very difficult. and following closely behind people is also quite difficult with the dirty air.
Yep. That's what makes this track tricky. It's also a thing I'm a bit afraid of. Like, if you're riding alone, you're probably doing well, but if you're around other cars, it's gonna be quite hard.
Yeah, I think it's probably somewhat similar to Vietnam in a way. It's all about bringing that consistent pace because there's quite a lot of just parts of the track where it's quite difficult to get traction. Definitely, I'm sure we'll see plenty of mistakes, especially with it being new. So if you keep your nose clean, don't make those mistakes, you should be able to gain a few positions for those guys further down the grid.
I saw the predicted tire graph. So yeah, soft hard or soft medium, but I really doubt we'll see soft medium.
Yeah, and as for tyre choice, you can see most people on the grid have started on softs. We've only got 3 medium runners and 1 hard runner.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
That is interesting. The hards. It'll be interesting to see if he can hold on to his position off the line, and then whether he can actually stay in the train, because the hards are not that much slower than the softs around here.
No, the differences are really small between all the tires. At least that's what I noticed so far. Yeah, but what could be interesting is Bjellock maybe counting on the rain late in the race so that he can go on hards until the rain drops.
Possibly.
I mean that
prediction from Jeff is it's a very wide window.
I know, but anywhere. If he's right, then he has a master stroke gamble, of course.
Yeah, I mean the other thing is, of course, we've not discussed about is safety cars. So a lot of people are going to have incidents, we think.
Yeah, I definitely think we're going to see some people spinning.
Position. If he gets a safety car on, say, lap, I don't know, within the first 10 laps, the guys in the softs are probably quite likely to come off those tyres and see if they can get hards to the end. And then if he's kept with the train on his hards, then he gets that track position. He'll probably stay out and he'll go to the very front of the pack.
Yep, definitely. Also, I'm reading in the Tier 4 chat, that formation lap was a race lap. What the hell, says Ace Boy. So...
Car's getting ready, we'll ignore the red lights.
Yep. And...
they're revving up.
Are we going... Yeah, we are. It took some time.
Looks like Crystals and A2K both get good starts. A2K down the inside. He's going to send it. And he pushes Crystals wide, but he takes the position. And there's a McLaren and a Haas off the track.
I saw some bits flying. Oh, and a Williams is punted off. That's Mehmet who's been pushed off by the Renault there. No, not a Renault.
There's all kinds of carnage at the back.
Yeah. Mehmet was definitely pushed off.
We've lost Shaka, Philoctetes and Mehmet all struggling. So, at the front we've got Crystals, managed to take first place.
Ace Boy took A2K.
Yeah, Ace Boy managed to sneak himself into second position. A2K at least managed to escape without damage, it looks like. Bebex has made up some positions, I believe, to P4.
And Max went all the way to P9.
Position changes. Leglast made 4 positions off the start, up to P5. Nico's done 5. Definitely Bot struggled a bit off the line, losing 3 positions. So this plays out. There's already fighting to turn 1, it looks like, between Bebix and Leglaf. Bebix covering the inside. Leglaf trying to go around the outside.
Yeah, that's so difficult because if you take the inside on turn 1, you're on the outside for turn 2. So yeah, it's you have to have a really good exit out of the last corner to make that overtake stick. And Nico, meanwhile, on the mediums, he's one of those medium starters in P6 already.
I think that's a great start for Nico. He can keep that position. He's already dropped back about 1.3 seconds from Leglaf in front. So maybe having a bit of a Nico train forming shortly, if he can't bridge that gap.
And Kebab and Mehmet have pitted for a new wing.
Yeah.
And Kebab chose the mediums while Mehmet chooses the hards.
Yeah, I don't think either or makes a huge amount of difference at this point. They're both going to have to pit again. I don't believe you can do a full 36 laps in the hards. But it's not something I've tested, to be honest. The next Crystal takes the first penalty of the race already. That's very early.
Yeah, there's also...
See how he got that.
Yeah, there's only like 2 points in the track where I can imagine you getting a warning, but... Yeah, I guess if you're on the limit all the time, then you might get more.
I know one thing that people are going to have to be very careful of is on the pit entry. It's very easy to pick up a warning. If you put one wheel out of the white lines on pit entry, you get a warning for that.
Yep, that's
so
true.
I wouldn't be surprised to see lots of penalties start flying in once people start pitting.
And definitely Bolt is already on the tail of Nico for P6.
I'll just jump on board with him now, and we can see he's going to be really trying to get this medium runner out of the way. I hope he can catch the guys in front, because looking like Nico might be dropping out of the Ranger leg left by a couple of tenths a lap.
This DRS straight is kind of, I won't say useless, but I mean, it's not really long enough to make use of the DRS.
Yeah, exactly. It gives you a little boost, but Nico's had a terrible
Nico
exit.
goes wide. Yeah, that makes it easy.
Easily done for definitely, but and he gets the DRS to scamper away.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 seconds to make up on a leg lap in front, who is still hassling Bebix.
Definitely Bob was already positioning himself for that overtake, but Nico going wide made that a lot easier for him.
Yeah. Got a bit of a pack behind the definitely bot Nico. There's a group here from Ezeroglu, Max Split,
yeah, with Max, Sanix, yeah. That's a nice train.
Keeping it clean so far. Looks like nobody's too keen on trying to force anything.
I don't think Max likes being in that McLaren sandwich. That's a very daring move by Sanix.
Oh, and a bit of a wheel bang.
Yeah.
Covers the inside.
And then the Force India gets, of the Racing Point, sorry, gets involved with Jimmit.
DRS. They're going to go too wide into the chicane.
Oh,
Max completely overshoots it. He's gone over the gravel.
Yeah, for people who follow Tier 1, Jim is also lost some position. For people who follow Tier 1 in the past, Max Spiltz was a Tier 1 driver last season. And he's using no assist. So that's always commendable.
Yeah, I think Max took a sort of an extended break from the game.
Yep.
And he's come back partway through the season.
So it's good to see him back.
Get to grips. Yeah, I think everybody loves Max.
Definitely. Bloke. Heard him over the commentating streams a lot too.
Yeah, he's great on the mic. Very funny guy, has to be said.
Yeah, the McLarens are pulling away from him, and we'll see Sanix now on the tail of his teammate.
Making it too wide.
Ooh, I hope Zach Brown keeps his heart. Yeah.
Nice airborne shot. And Sanix makes the move. Takes P8. Oh, but Ezeroglu forces it on the inside. Oh, no.
Whoa, no. Oh, no, and Sanix loses a position. He won't be happy with that.
Oh, that was very aggressive.
Yeah.
Very aggressive. I think a pattern's starting to form that people seem to believe that sort of chicane area is the best place to make a move on the track. You sort of just force your way down the inside.
It was a bit of a stand, though.
Yeah, and actually, Ezeroglu is missing an end plate.
This doesn't help the McLarens, though, because now...
Oh,
now Ezeroglu loses. Oh my god, they collide. They collide, the McLarens collide as well. Sanix lost a part of his end plate, I think. Oh dear.
I think Sanix's ender plate is okay.
Now I can definitely say that Zach Brown had a heart attack.
Yeah, I
as a
saw
result of
XTXP
that.
going to the back of one of the McLarens. He's lost some of his wing and he's going to have to pit, I imagine. But I'm surprised at Eziroglu because he lost his end plate when he made that initial move on Sanix into the chicane. But he chose to stay out, so he's going to be costing the people behind him a lot of time if he doesn't get out of the way. Because this is such a downforce heavy track, you need to be able to turn in.
Yeah. And it all started when he made that dive in that on that short DRS straight. Oh god. Is Sanix making a move now?
Will there be afters? Will Sanix sort of repay the favour? It'll be interesting to see if he does the same thing going into that.
Yeah. Goes a bit wide there though. That won't help him.
Give Eziroglu a bit of taste of his own medicine.
Yeah, and XTXP pitted and he pits for softs. Okay.
Showing us fresh mediums on my screen.
Alright, my screen is behind.
I will after the 2-stop for sure.
Yeah, you're not 21 laps. No, 31 laps. No, 29. I'm completely losing the plot here. Sorry.
And the McLarens are too wide again. Sanix and
Oh
Eziroglu.
god.
Looks like he's actually.
And yeah, Eziroglu is turned around.
Oh dear. Just the second I go into first person, he's back down in 13th now.
I think there was a bit of contact when Sanix turned in.
Sanix right on the back of Max Spiltz even. He'll be looking to make a move down the DRS straight. He's got ERS to play with, and it's right on the gearbox. He's got the DRS. I reckon we'll see an overtake.
Is he close enough though?
It was 2/10 coming into the last bend. He's going to look at the inside.
You see how difficult it is.
Oh,
and he turns around. Oh, the McLaren. And the racing point as well. Oh my god.
Oh, Jimis has lost an end plate. Oh my word.
Total carnage. Yeah, I like I said, I kind of predicted this because it's so difficult on this track to go wheel to wheel. And then some of these corners are already quite hard to take normally. Yeah, this tends to happen. And I also see that Philoctetes, I think, also went off for a moment there.
In the racing point. It's a track that sort of creates desperation, and people try and force things. You're not going to find many racing drivers that are just happy to sit in a train.
I think it feels a bit like Monaco, but without walls.
Yeah.
But then again, there's faster corners here, so yeah.
Into turn 1 there, Leglaf, who's been sitting very patiently behind Bebix the whole race, has finally made the move stick to make it nice and clean in the DRS, just at the end of the DRS straight.
Oh, good move.
Nicely done. Bebix probably is going to want to go back at him. Having a look.
Now we're already in lap 9. I wonder how long the soft runners will continue.
Yeah, I think if you were to go mediums, you probably want to do about 15 laps on the softs. So there's quite a long stint still to go, unless they're going to go onto the hards. I see 3 wide into turn 1, and this XTXP's round again.
Oh dear.
I'm not sure if there was contact with Philoctetes.
I think he just came out of the pit, right? Yeah.
Philo is on the back of Eziroglu now. He's pitted for fresh hards after repairing his wing.
Yeah, so Jimis and Eziroglu both went on fresh hards, and I think it was Jimis coming out of the pit that made it 3 wide in turn 1. Yeah, and XTXP is losing out because of that. He'll be hoping for a safety car now.
Yeah. Something we've not covered much this race is the leaders, funnily enough. All the action's been happening further down the grid, but there's a breakaway pack of 3 people here. We've got X Crystals, Aceboy and A2K have all been sort of right with each other the entire race.
I've been keeping an eye on it, but Aceboy keeps it at like half a second, but he hasn't made a move yet.
Yeah, you can see if we're looking at ERS, Crystals has drained the majority of his battery, and Aceboy's playing very conservative. He's got 80% still. He seems very content to just sit and bide his time.
Yeah, the thing
A2K
is
sort of forcing it. He's sort of hovering
Yeah.
around the 1 second DRS, and he's trying to hang on desperately.
Sanex gets another penalty. But I think it doesn't really make sense to use the overtake when you're not close enough. So I'm
Yep.
guessing that's also what Ace Boy is
And there we
thinking
go.
while he'll
There's the first pits. Ace Boy and A2K both coming in. This will be for hard tyres, unless they've got 2 stops in mind. It is hards for Ace Boy and for A2K as well. So it'll be interesting to see what Crystals does here. Is he going to come in this lap for hards and risk a potential undercut, or maybe he'll go another 5 laps or so and come out on the mediums? I have to see the pace difference, because I don't know, to be honest.
Ooh,
I've
there's
got into this
a
in turn
yellow
1.
in sector 1.
That's Max Spiltz is in the wall.
Oh dear.
And he's
Disqualified from the session for
in the
blocking
pit
the pit lane.
Oh no, because he was facing inwards on that inside wall.
That's
That's the pit exit.
Yeah, but that's a bit harsh from the game. I think that's probably a bug. Because
Yeah,
I don't think he was sitting still for too long, and you cannot just go on the racing line. So he was probably waiting for other cars to pass.
Yeah, exactly. Because the racing line takes you into the inside there.
Yeah, that's a
so
bit
he didn't want
stupid.
to move out the way, I suppose, because of the traffic, and the game just decided nope.
At Crystal's pit, so I'm guessing he's going on the hards as well. A2K is right behind Nico on those old mediums.
Yeah, there's a hard for Crystals. We'll see where he comes out. We're watching him.
Yeah,
See Ace
A2K
Boy
definitely
coming down the
lost
straight.
out.
Yeah, he's come out behind Nico, hasn't he? And he's having trouble getting past.
Yeah, he's passed now.
Can he get... That's Ace Boys? There we go, yeah. Ace Boys keeps first place. The undercut wasn't quite strong enough from Ace Boy.
Oh, and A2K hits the wall! A2K lost it and hit the wall. Yeah, the tire temperature on the hards, that's another thing I wanted to mention, because I noticed that in practice that it takes a while to get them into shape, and if you're racing the same way than you did on softs, then this is what happens.
Yep.
Oh dear.
And he needs a new wing, A2K, as does Philip Titis, who has lost it in Sector 2. He's having a terrible race, has to be said.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised, because I was kind of expecting a lot of spins. Yeah, it just shows you. Coming out of the pit, and he probably wanted to make up time because he was stuck in traffic for a bit. Yeah, and then he maybe pushed it too hard on traction.
Yeah, there's a lot of tough zones. As a
And with a safety car!
Chad has retired from the session. He's out in Sector 2.
He's not the Chad today.
Yeah, his wheel has fallen off his car. It's unfortunate.
Real Chad things to race with 3 wheels.
Now this is interesting. Now we've had half the grid just pit for fresh hards.
Oh no, and A2K gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car.
Oh no.
Oh, his race is going from bad to even worse than bad.
It's like a roller coaster. His race was going so well, and then
he gets another
gets a
penalty as well.
Yeah, that's the pit entry warning we've seen.
Oh god.
He had that. The safety car saved his race, and he must be so happy. And then he gets the
Yeah.
penalties, one after another. Bang. Not today, A2K.
This has been absolutely brutal. Yeah, what does this do for strategy, I wonder? Is
Ezeroglu's come into the pit.
Is everybody just going for fresh hards, or?
These are fresh mediums, it looks like, for Ezeroglu on the McLaren. That's very peculiar. I would have thought
23 laps on mediums, maybe? I don't know.
It's a big stretch, I think, to do 23 on the mediums. But
As Sonny says in chat, people go on mediums, they didn't learn from my choices. But maybe needs some clarification. He went on mediums in the 2SRL race yesterday, and it didn't work out for him. He had to do an extra pit stop and lost 3 positions because of it. So yeah, it's definitely a gamble, but yeah, from lap 13 on, it might be doable, but yeah, I don't know. It still seems like a stretch.
You have a couple of laps of, well, you're not really going to get anywhere, I suppose, under the safety car. I think it's doable, but I'm not sure I'd want to do it. Even if I was already on the hards, I definitely wouldn't pit. I think that's just you're just losing track position for nothing. But if you were due to pit soon, even then, I think you just put the hards on. It's not like you're missing out because the vast majority of the grid is also on hards. Actually, looking around, someone who may be an interesting spot is Mehmet TV. Or Mehmet. He's on 11 lap hold hards at the moment. And I'm wondering why he started on, because he was involved in one of the incidents at the very beginning.
Yeah,
so
he was
on softs,
involved. He was on softs and he was involved in the incidents in lap 1. He was pushed off, and then he pitted for a new wing.
Yeah, so I'm very interested just to understand what the wear is on his hards. Does he feel that he can go to the end on these 11 lap hold hards? Can he do 33 laps on them?
Yeah,
32. That seems like
I never tried, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
says from lap 8 to the end, the hards are at 70-75%. So yeah, I think in Mehmet's position there, he may have taken a pretty big risk, and I think maybe pitting for a fresh set would. But then again, I suppose if this is his only set of hard tyres.
Yeah, that's also the thing. What was his tyre choice in the starting menu, of course?
Then his only
because
other
if you
option would
pick
be mediums. And then,
if you pick softer, you only get one set of hards. Interesting. Yeah, but it's also like track position is really important here, and we already saw a couple of times how hard it is to overtake without losing it or going into a wall. So yeah,
a lot of weaving going on. I think the drivers seem quite aware that the tyre temps are going to be very important on this restart. Otherwise, we may just see consecutive safety cars as everyone loses it coming out of turn 1 again.
Also, I just noticed like Philippides is on softs.
Yeah, it's gone for definitely the rogue strategy, Philo. He's had an absolute nightmare of a race. He's been involved in lots of incidents. He's just decided to put the softs on.
Yeah, and
make up some positions, and maybe there'll be another safety car in 10 laps. And then he'll look like a genius.
And Sonny says rain in 15 minutes. So if we get another safety car after this, or maybe some virtual ones in a row, we might still see some raindrops at the end.
Yeah, I mean, if that is correct, 15 minutes, it's barely over a minute a lap. So we're going to be looking at around 30, with about 5 laps or so of rain at the end.
Yeah, probably not enough to warrant a switch of tires, but if it gets slippery out there, it could be some spectacle in the final laps.
Everyone's running around on 60-70% laps, 60-70% wear hard medium tires. Quite a few people will be in the wall, I suspect.
Safety car in this lap.
Yep, the field is bunched up together.
Also,
ready to go.
I'm just looking through the order a bit, and I suddenly noticed Van is in P8.
Yeah,
so yeah,
pretty quiet race. Van, I think he's just chilling in the midfield there. We've got Sanix in front of him, who's recovered since his incidents. And
I think he's even higher than before. But what's going on? There's like a big gap between the first 8 and then the rest of the field.
What is that?
What is going on?
Mehmet and Kebab are way back.
Yeah, Mehmet was behind Vans.
Yeah.
So this is now
missed the restart as a result. But
but this completely messed up the field. Why?
Vans is retired.
And Van retired.
Coming out of turn 1.
Oh, he crashed. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the traction
God.
we mentioned, and his Williams partner Mehmet is also. No, that is.
He
Mehmet.
left the session.
So Mehmet lost it into turn 1. Van lost it coming out of turn 3.
Yeah, but there was something going on before that, because Mehmet was behind Van before the safety car race, and then suddenly he left a huge gap.
Yeah.
And that made the whole field split up. It's.
And the VSC. Has anyone else had an issue? Oh my!
Sonny says.
Positions.
Mehmet slowed down the pack. Yeah, that's what I thought happened. Oh god, and there's a Shaka had a collision. What
Looks
is
like he's
going
yielding
on?
lots of positions, and he's... Oh my word. Absolute chaos at Zandvoort today.
Yeah, this was Mehmet says his throttle didn't work after the safety car.
Yeah. That seems a pretty common bug in this game. When the safety
Yeah,
car
but
restart
that's
comes, if you're in too high, if you're like above 4th gear or so, or you're in
Yeah, but
4th, the game just cuts your engine.
He says he tried every gear, so maybe it was a pedal failure or something. Anyway,
Yeah.
that definitely ruined a bit of the race for the people behind P9, P10, as they suddenly have a gap to the front.
For sure.
I don't see any other position changes except Van, who unfortunately didn't finish.
It's unfortunate for Van. I didn't see the incident he was involved in. But...
No, I think he lost it on his own. Because he's berating himself in chat.
I'm sure we'll get to see it later on, hopefully.
Yeah, so Crystals is now... Hey, he's spinning!
He's coming in! He's got a drive-through, hasn't he? He must have.
What? Yeah, he must have. He must have feeded under the VSC. Oh dear.
Oh, word. That's a race win in the bin, potentially.
And
This race
suddenly we have...
surprise after surprise. We've got Ace Boy, Mr. Steady, right at the front. And over a second away from the leg last. So if we can hold that, he may be able to make a break for it here.
I think we can post another Ferrari spaghetti meme after this race, as A2K and Crystals both bottled it for different reasons, and they're now in P9 and P14.
Yeah, disaster for
So,
Ferrari.
mamma mia.
Although A2K is a reserve, Crystals and his usual partner have been currently at the top of the constructors standing.
Yeah.
It's looking like that's not going to be the same after today.
I think definitely Bot will be happy with that. Yeah, I think he's still championship leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's solo carrying the Haas team to second in the constructors. So.
That's crazy. Yeah, so suddenly we got Ace Boy in first, Leglov in P2. He made up some positions. Yeah, he made up 7 positions. So he's having a very good race, Leglov. And then definitely Bot in third. And Sanex, who we mentioned earlier, who had some incidents with his McLaren reserve teammate, he moved up 11 position to P5. So yeah.
I think that's a testament to the never give up idea.
Oh no, Aetico gets disqualified for ignoring a drive-through penalty. So he had 2 drive-through penalties, or...
Mamma mia.
But he's going on.
Well, A2K... Well, we just saw Crystals do a drive-through.
No, he's definitely gone. He's disqualified.
A2K is now gone, yeah.
What is... I'm completely losing the plot again.
This thing's going to send it on Bebix. Into the chicane he does. Bebix takes the gravel, a little bit of a wheel tap. Sanex his elbows out and he's in front.
That's a good move. He's up to P4. Starting from, what was his starting position again? 16.
16.
Wow.
He made it work. He's on those mediums. It's going to be stretching them to the end. It'll be interesting to see how he...
definitely Bob making a move on Leglov. Sorry to interrupt.
Go for it. It's up the inside. It's tight. But he's in front. We've got a yellow flag out, so it's the Williams of Mehmet again.
He just rejoined, I think.
Ace Boy's approaching him now. He's going to have to get out the way with the blue flag. Leglov is hounding definitely Bot. He's right up his gearbox. He's not going to let this go without a fight.
Bujelic left the session, P6.
That's a disconnect, I would imagine. Can't imagine he's done that on purpose. Leglov sends it into the chicane again. But it yields. It's definitely Bot. I've got the rev though.
I luckily don't. That's always annoying when you want to follow somebody.
So that's the zoom out button.
Yeah, Mehmet goes into the pits as
And
well
then
and retires his car.
Dropping like flies today.
Yeah, that's 5 DNFs already.
Yeah, 15
And we
laps
still
still
have
to
15
go.
laps to go, yeah. As Crystal pits for a set of mediums and a new wing. So he also had another incident. Our pole sitter who's not having the race he hoped for. Oh no, and he's stuck behind Mehmet V who retired.
Oh my word. That's disaster for Ferrari.
Oh god, I shouldn't be laughing. I really shouldn't. This is the kind of thing which easily would happen to me, but I mean, yeah. You have to appreciate a good tragedy, I always say. Oh my god.
Oh,
What a race. It definitely, like, I knew things would happen because that's just the nature of this track, but yeah, we've seen a lot of stuff happening.
Could have quite expected how it's gone down. But leading the race, we have Ace Boy, 2 seconds clear of definitely Bot, who's made a big surge through the pack. And going into turn 1, there's a fight there between Bieliluk and Jimis to force a racing point up the inside. They're going side by side.
Oh no, and
round.
This is the second time this happened to Jimis in that corner.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of racing points facing the wrong way.
Yeah, luckily he doesn't get disqualified for blocking the pit lane.
Just have to get out of the way quickly, and that lets Ezeroglu up into P9. XTXP now moving up onto the back of Nico.
And we've got Sanex and Bibix who are closing in on Laglav. So yeah, that's, and I'm not sure how it is with the penalty situation. I'll check that in a bit.
Yeah, do have a look, but I imagine it'll be a complete clown fiesta on that screen. I wouldn't know what to do.
Ace Boy only has 1 warning, Definitely Bot has 0 warnings. Laglav has 1 warning, Sonics has a penalty and a few warnings. Bibix has 2 warnings. And Bajelic has a penalty. So from the top 6, only 2 people have a penalty.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a real fight for this last podium position. Probably we don't get any more safety cars. With Laglav, Sanix and Bebix all in this train.
Yeah, and we got a bit of clarification of what happened to Mehmet in that safety car. He was above 4th gear when the safety car left. And when that happens, you get this bug where it doesn't throttle.
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah, it's really silly bug. But the pack just gets away from you, and you can't. The game just won't let you apply any throttle. It's unfortunately something we just have to be aware of. I'm sure Mehmet now will always remember to keep his gears low on a restart.
Crazy game.
Shouldn't have to do it, but yeah, thanks Codemasters.
And Sanix is really close to Laglav now. But these mediums, he nearly runs into the back. Oh, and a little bit of a wobble. I'll tell you one thing, this race is making me thirsty.
Oh, that reminds me. My tea's gone cold. I completely forgot about it. It's too much going on.
Yeah, I was already a bit worried for my own race tomorrow, but yeah, now I'm definitely worried with all everything that's been happening in this race.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Some crazy stuff going on, but we hit a little bit of a quiet period now.
Yeah.
Of course, that does tend to happen when you have less cars left.
Yeah, there's suddenly a lot more gaps on the track. Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still following. We're still following Sonics and Laglav,
Yeah.
but it seems that like Sonics doesn't get a good enough exit out of the final corner to stay close enough.
Yeah, we may see him attempt something in sector 2. It's been a common overtaking theme for the drivers today.
Ooh, Jimis has been off. He's
No
now.
incident for Jimis.
Yeah, he's also had an up and down race. He had an incident before, then he moved all the way back to P7. He was fighting for P6, and now he moved all the way down to P13. So that's been a little bit of a roller coaster ride for Jimis.
So will Sanix go for it here? He's got the DRS. He's going to switch it into the inside.
He did send it. Yep. Is Laglav able to do anything back or?
Yet. Will he get it?
Maybe on the straight.
Straight.
He doesn't have a lot of ERS left.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's going to be able to do this. He's going to have a look around the outside though.
Yeah, but,
Get better traction.
Actually, that's not a stupid move because then if you can stick it around the outside, you have the inside later on. But no.
I think it's
Now
very
he has-
close to the gearbox there.
Yeah, he has to worry about BBX now.
What is surprising me, I think, about these overtakes is that everyone seems to be doing it into the chicane. What I want to see people do more is defend the inside. Everybody takes, you know, the correct, if you will, racing line and goes wide and then cuts in, but just cover your inside so people cannot send it there. You know?
Yeah.
And then where else are they going to overtake you? It's that before.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, racecraft. That's like also the thing. Like, there's a lot of people who can be fast over one lap, but like positioning your car in defending and attacking,
Yeah.
is something entirely different.
Yeah, very much. The outside is the fastest way to take it. That's what you do in a time trial, absolutely. I see Bebex making a move up the inside of Bieliluk. No, or Leglaf, sorry.
No, Leglav had a bit of a bad exit out of the penultimate corner. They're fighting hard. Bit of bumping of wheels.
See what looks like no damage.
Oh, they're still going side by side? No.
Makes it happen.
Oh, there's another
force-
racing point
racing
off.
point.
Now it's Philiptides.
Taking turns between them.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't think Lawrence Stroll's happy to see his millions invested in copying Mercedes is happy with that.
Yeah, it's a big wobble from Leglaf there coming out of that corner. And apparently, according to Sonny in the chat, Jeff says it's rain in 5 minutes. So
Yeah, that's
we may
gonna
have
be
a few
too late.
laps of wet track.
I don't know if we can
So
handle
Renault's
anymore.
off.
Oh, is that XTXP
That
has
is
gone
XTXP.
round?
He's
He has
missing a
gone
wing.
round.
Disaster for him. It's going to cost him a
Yeah,
lot of
so
points.
he probably spun and went into the wall.
Yeah, and that's probably the end of his race. From the look of it,
Oh,
he's going to
that's-
have to pit.
So unfortunate because he also had an incident early in the race and came all the way back to P7, only to throw it away late in the race. I haven't even counted how many cars I've seen going around today.
Not enough fingers and toes.
Yeah, we need an extra set of hands. Yeah, and Sanex moved to that podium spot, which is actually kind of impressive, thinking back of where he
Leglaf!
started.
He's
Oh,
lost it.
Leglaf is off!
These tyres, people are really struggling, and the rain hasn't even come yet.
Jesus. Okay, note to self, practice hard tire runs.
Yeah, I've not driven this today. It's always the way. There's no danger of the hards overheating, at least, like the mediums and the softs do, but
No, they should
they
also
do look very slippery.
Yeah, they
You can
should
see
still
the
be fine
sky.
after 15 laps, but
Yeah,
apparently,
percentage-wise, I think they should be okay, but People are still struggling, and you can see the sky is getting very grey all of a sudden. How
That's
heavy will this
coming
rain
in.
be? Is it going to be? If this is a torrential downpour, all right, you've got 5 laps left. You can't drive. You can't do it on the dry compounds. You'll have to pit. But there's always somebody that tries and stays out. So it'll be interesting to see just how heavy this rain is and how quickly it comes down.
Also, Bibix is closing in a lot on Sonex, who's maybe starting to struggle on those mediums after 15 laps.
Yeah, especially I think with the clouds, the temperature's going to be dropping on the track a lot. People looks like they're really struggling with the change in conditions, even without the water.
Yeah, they're coming through the final corners now. I wonder if Bibix is close enough to make a move. Does look like it. 4/10.
He's going to be.
Well, maybe.
He's going all out with his ERS. It looks like.
He doesn't have much ERS to begin with. He's taking the outside.
Looks like Sanex covers the inside. He's going to have to slot it back behind for this sequence
Yeah.
of corners.
That was good defending.
Ebic's forced to bide his time and go again later. He does have a little bit of an advantage in tyre wear, I assume, with the Sanex on mediums. 16 laps now, they must be coming close to the end of their life. It's going to have to real nurse them to take them all the way to the finish line.
I'm trying to focus if I hear any rain yet, but no rain to be seen.
Yeah, I've not seen any
Or
splats
heard.
on the camera yet.
I would like a torrential downpour in the last lap or so.
That would be really great. People suddenly driving on ice, slipping and sliding all the way around Tokyo, drifting around the cambered last corners. Looks brilliant, I reckon.
Yeah, well, Sonny in chat is already reporting that drivers are saying it's getting slippery. And
Yep,
it's
there's the
raining
rain.
now.
We
Yep.
can see the drips. How hard
Well,
is it
people,
going down?
if
Here we
you've
go.
fallen asleep, you need to wake up. It's raining in the last 5 laps of Zandvoort. After we've already seen a very eventful race with a lot of people crashing and slipping and spinning around.
It's Judgment Day for these drivers. Can they take the bacon, bring it home? Ace Boy definitely bought. It's not what they wanted, but they're gonna have to keep that car intact, keep it on the track.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Bibix finds it hard to stay close to Sanex.
Yeah, you can see the car's really
He's
struggling.
really
sliding.
careful.
And then
Oh, and
first
we've
off,
got
it's Shaka.
Shaka. It's the first victim.
He is off.
And there's a safety car. There's a safety car.
Oh my word.
Yep, the DNF from Shaka triggered a
Yep.
safety car while Tidus chooses the intermediate tires. Ace Boy goes
Ace
into
Boy's
the
coming
pit.
in. Brilliant timing
He's
for
probably
him.
also. Yep. What
Looks
tire
like
will
it's
choose?
gonna be-
XTXP gets a drive-through penalty. Kebab gets a drive-through penalty.
Oh,
Everybody gets a drive-through penalty.
and
No.
it's the Inters for Ace Boy.
Oh.
The rain is really coming down
Dear.
now. And you can see the spray off the tires already.
Yeah,
We've
this
definitely got
is
to go
not-
for Inters.
This is not light rain. This is full-on Dutch rain, I would say. This looks like kind of the torrential downpour I had yesterday when I was coming home, where you get wet in 2 seconds. Look, the track is already, it looks wet.
Yeah, there's spray coming off the tires.
There's no dry line left. So we've got a sprint race of possibly 2 laps in the rain with everybody on track
Crystals.
enters.
He's just gone into the back of Kebab in the pit lane. He's going to need a new wing.
Oh god. You know, for all that, I think Crystals can still be happy if he can get away with a point here.
Yeah,
Even
it's
if he
crazy
started
to
on
think,
pole.
isn't it? How many wings do you have to go through? How many penalties do you have to get to not get a point in this race?
My word, what a race. And XTXP has gone on softs. I don't know. Oh, he's spitting now. Never
He's
mind.
playing that. Those are
I'm.
good. A very brave man would put softs on that now.
Hello, this is Jeff. We think the soft tire is the ultimate strategy. Voice command, shut up, Jeff. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting final. I don't know how many laps we're gonna get. I think 2, maybe 3. So it's gonna be a short and hectic sprint race final.
I am very excited.
The only thing I'm missing is the Mario Kart music.
Get some power-ups as well. I'd love to see someone put on to be fair, they need some invincible stars, I think, a few of these drivers, so that they don't lose their wings. But the only thing we've not had, someone's going to lose it under the safety car, aren't they? That's the thing we're missing.
Yeah,
Somebody's not crashed under the safety car yet.
Or another speeding penalty. We forgot also 2 people already having to take a drive-through after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of drive-throughs. We've had disqualifications from drive-throughs. We've had disqualifications for blocking pit exits.
Oh, Darrow, don't remind me. Darrow says in chat, if this is tier 4, then tier 3 will be interesting. Yeah, I really don't want to know. I just want to have a quiet race on my own on the front.
On the front as well, wow.
Yeah,
optimistic.
Yeah. It's my home race, I have to perform.
Pressure's on.
Pressure's definitely on. But we all know I'm gonna be stuck in the middle of the pack and just spin it somewhere.
The impression I get is that almost everyone will bin it somewhere at some point.
Yeah, we've even seen somebody binning it in the safety car.
There we go, that's Kebab. He's been.
Yep.
That's
I was just about to say, I saw a red dot off. So I was checking backwards, and I don't think he is damaged, so that's a positive, but yeah.
These guys just don't want the safety car to ever end, I think.
Nope, we're gonna finish under the safety car. Oh, Lord. I'm speechless.
I do feel like I need a drink. Something quite strong.
Yeah, that tea might almost be an iced tea by now, but I don't know.
Not sure I want to. Horrible
Cold
stuff. Tea. Horrible.
Yeah, I think it's coming in this lap. Because usually when there's a safety car late in the race, it quits at 2 laps before the end. Just about enough time for XTXP to come back, and Felix Titus is a lap behind. So
Kebab has taken the calculated risk of staying out. He has not decided to replace that wing. I'm guessing he believes that, you know, by the time he comes out with a new wing, he'll be so far off the pack. The safety car's going to come in anyway.
And you don't know if somebody goes off on the front, or several cars go off on the front, he might even gain something.
Exactly, and he's holding P10 at the moment. If he just places his car in the right places and he keeps his car on the track, which is saying a lot apparently, then he could be scoring points today.
Yep.
I think he may actually be making the right decision there. I think that might be a good idea.
Yeah, and the massive safety car in this lap, so let's hope everybody stayed below. Oh, and there's a McLaren who went off. That's Interoglu. Oh, there's a lot of. I think he hit a brake marker.
That's a lot of wings, and now all the orders are messed up.
God, everyone's completely. I hope nobody is stuck in 3rd gear or 4th gear again.
I think the problem is you can have lots of illegal overtakes, and people have to
Kebab gets a penalty already.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is absolute chaos.
This is not the restart you want to see.
And they're off down the main straight.
I hope everybody survives this 2-lap sprint. XTXP has pitted again, so he was probably... Or no, it was the drive-thru probably.
Yeah, I think that was...
That's the drive-thru.
people don't. Kebab, see, he's made a position. Although I think he was one of the guys that took a penalty in that chaos at the restart.
Bijalog is struggling a bit under these conditions. He is under pressure from Nico there.
Sort of fast, windy corners thing. People can have so much trouble. Yeah, Kebab's already lost a spot there. He's got no confidence in the car without that end plate. And Leglass got very wide, I can see in front. Biela, look, his teammate is trying to get past him.
Ace Boy took off.
Ace Boy is absolutely rocketed away. Definitely Bot not too far behind. And then Sanix keeping P3 as well.
And a bit of a train behind Leglaff, who doesn't seem to like these conditions so far.
Yeah, the action is all in this midfield pack.
Yeah, from BBX to Azeroglu.
Let's see how people do on this.
Leglaff makes a move.
He's going for it down the inside of Bebix.
Oh yeah, that is a bit difficult in the rain.
He's so close to touching that gravel.
And Kebab has chosen to pit, so he couldn't keep them behind with his wing damage.
Well, he hasn't even replaced the wing. It's a drive-through. He's just had to.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about that already. Well, we can definitely say Ace Boy is winning the race. I don't think definitely Bot can make a move on the last lap unless Ace Boy bins it, and talking about binning it is Jimis again.
And an Alfa Romeo.
And he retired! Well. Why did he retire? It was still possible to get points.
That's two more.
Oh
only
my
11
word.
left. It's a true battle royale here.
Why did he retire?
Absolute madness. I didn't see the state of his car.
No, his car was fine. He had a gap of 15 seconds behind. He could have easily made it into 10th position. Well, Ace Boy is coming around on the start finish with only a 4-10 lead on definitely Bot. And then Sanix, who loses a position.
He's dropped a couple positions thanks to penalties.
Must have picked up a penalty then.
Yeah, Leglaff takes that last podium spot.
And XCXP gets, X Crystals also gets a 5-second penalty, by the way. Yeah. And XCXP, for all his bad luck, picked up a point.
Well. That was eventful.
Oh my word, what a race.
Yeah, we've left.
Here for Sanix gets the driver of the day, but he'll be disappointed he lost that podium spot because of the penalty. Yeah. What do you say after such a race? Wow.
Yeah, an absolute bunch of total chads surviving to the end, I think.
Slippery conditions on old hards, and then the late rain. 2 safety cars, a VSC, a lot of new front wings.
Those poor engineers, that's all.
Yeah, well driven by Ace Boy, we have to say.
Yeah, he was the man of the moment, really. He was clean, steady. He wasn't involved in any incidents. He had a great start. Let the Ferraris deal with themselves in classic Ferrari fashion, and takes it home for Renault.
Definitely, and talking about definitely Bot in second, starting from P5, and Legla from 9 to 3rd.
Yep. Then
BBX, Sanix, who I think is our driver of the day as well, because he started so far back, had that incident with his teammate, and then was still running podium for most of the race in the end. He did drop down a bit because of the penalty, but he had a really good race.
Yeah, he was right in the thick of it for 36 laps, and he's come away with a very good finish, has to be said.
And then rounding out the top 10, Eziroglu, Nico, Bijaluk, our pole sitter Crystals, who dropped down to 9th, but considering how he's raced on, I think he can be happy, even salvage points from that. And then XTXP taking the final point. Yeah, now DNFs, Jimis, Kebab, Philip Tiris, who did finish the race but was 2 laps behind. Shaka, Mehmet, A2K, Van, Chad, and Max builds. A lot of DNFs.
F's in the chat for the DNFs.
Oh my word.
What a race. Oh my word.
Yeah, from what I read in chat, people enjoyed that. There was a lot of action, a lot of carnage. So let's see if we have anybody for an interview, maybe. Aceboy and Sonix are in chat. They are muted though. You want me to drag one of them in?
You can choose.
Let's take our race winner, Aceboy, first. Hello and welcome, Aceboy.
Hello.
You're live on stream. First of all, congratulations for winning that race.
Thanks.
Can you tell us a bit about all the things that happened in your race?
At the beginning, I was struggling behind crystals. I just thought I'll be patient and just drive behind him the whole race until I get a decent opportunity to pass him, but that never came. Then suddenly he pitted. I don't know why. I think he got a drive-through. I'm not sure. And then for the rest, I just managed to keep my tires cool and not overheat them or anything. The rain caught me off guard a bit, so yeah, I was quite pressured at the safety car restart from that point, but managed to pull through.
Didn't you know that there was rain predicted at the end of the? Well, it was far away, so it probably wouldn't have happened without the safety car. But did you see that before the race, or didn't you check the weather?
I forgot about it. I think I do remember that there was going to be rain, but I completely forgot about it during the race.
Yeah, that must have been scary then.
Because I asked Jeff for the weather report. He said it was all clear the whole time.
Yeah, that's Jeff for you. I do wonder, we saw a lot of drivers going off even before the rain fell. Did you feel that when the clouds started coming in, it was already getting more difficult to drive, or?
Yeah, the track temperatures were slightly decreasing, and suddenly my pace was like 4 to 5 tenths off to what I was used to, and then the rain came after that. So yeah, it was quite difficult.
And it was like straight to intermediates as well. Like it was pretty heavy rain, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well done for keeping it alive at least, because as you mentioned, Crystals, he had a drive-through, but we also saw a lot of minor incidents and people going off on their own. Did you also feel it was difficult to drive, or were you okay with?
No, I was quite comfortable in the rain. Also, I thought my setup was gonna fuck me up, but it didn't. So glad to keep the car alive and get the victory.
Inferno, do you wanna ask anything?
Crazy race. Congratulations. I suppose. How are you feeling about next week? Who knows what track it is next week? Is it Baku?
I think it's Spain.
Spain.
It's possible.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Are you any good at Spain, do you think?
I haven't really practiced that much for the entirety since the game launched. So and I'm busy with school as well, so practicing is not an option really at the moment. Same goes with today. I did like a few time trial runs, and that was it.
Oh, Inferno, you started the starting soon video. Excellent. Yeah, you did.
I need to change these hotkeys.
Yeah, I think it's okay now.
Yeah, should be.
I hope chat understood the whole interview then. I don't know when it happened. Yeah, I think from my side, I have no further questions. I think I'll just leave it at congratulating you for the win.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
job, and see you next week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right.
We've got Sonics also waiting.
One
I
last
think
check.
I'll try for the day. Hello, Sonics, can you hear us? You're still muted.
Oh, thank you for that. I was already starting the. I can hear you.
Yeah, welcome on stream. P16 you started all the way to, well, P3 on track, but you dropped back because of a penalty to P5. Can you tell us about your race? Because we followed you around a bit. You had quite a hectic one.
I can start with qualifying already. I was doing some other. I was playing Flight Simulator, and then I look at the time and I'm like, oh yo, SLR starting now. I need to see if I even got picked as a reserve. So first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for picking me and also congratulate Aceboy on his win. But anyways, then I plugged in my wheel, got into the lobby, and my wheel didn't work. So I had to restart my computer. So my computer actually sensed my wheel. So I missed a lot of qualifying, and then I bottled that by crashing into a wall in that fast right-hander. So that was my quali, and then off the line I got out really well. I think it's one of the best stars I've ever done in F1, not just this game, just in general. I got 2 or 3 positions just off the line, and then I think I was into P10 just from the first few corners. So I started off really well. Then I felt like in start of sector 2, that fast right-hander coming into the slow right and then slow left, I felt like I had a lot more confidence than the people in front of me, so I was just going for moves there. And that also then I had that incident with whoever the other McLaren driver was, which I don't really know what happened, so I'm gonna check it over later.
Yeah, but it looked like a bit like banging wheels, but we didn't catch it, so I was kind of hoping you knew, but
Well, from my POV, this is gonna be a bit biased. I felt like he kind of pushed me off track because I got past him already in the 2 corners prior to the DRS zone, and then he had DRS on me, obviously, and I was on the outside, yes, but that corner is really tight, and he took a lot of the inside curb, and I think that pushed me off then, and I lost 2 or 3 places off of that.
I think I actually caught that one on camera. That was that. It
was
a bit of a send.
right?
I think he outbraked himself a bit and sort of blocked off the whole corner.
I think I did a similar send. I did a similar send to someone else in the race. I think it was Bebix. That wasn't the nicest thing of me. So sorry, Bebix, if you're watching.
It was a very common place, I think, for sends. There was a lot of sends going into that corner.
Yeah, I'm just glad. I'm glad he noticed. I try to leave him then the room on the inside so he can come back to fight back. Because I was really indecisive if I'm actually gonna go or not. Because I think he was burning through ERS as well. So we were quite even paced through that straight. So yeah, that was it. But yeah, I'm completely drenched.
I can imagine, because especially with the end when the rain came, did you expect or know that the rain would come at the end, or?
I knew the rain was gonna come. I mean it was the last square for the rain. The last weather thing said it was gonna be rain, but I was like, okay. So I remember almost every race that had like rain towards the end, it wasn't getting wet enough for the actual switch to proper tires. So I was thinking, okay, I can just go soft to medium to the end and just relax and just finish the race where I am. Hope to get enough of a gap. And then also the safety car coming in for the last 2 laps kind of messed me up a bit with my penalty. But the rain running, it switched so fast. I think if it would have switched like that and some drivers would have decided to stay out 1 more lap, I could have had a higher chance for a podium. But even the safety car coming out, it gave me a chance to actually see if people are going to pit. I felt like being slippery and everything, but this was actually my first rain experience on F1 2020, and actually my first
really?
lap, and my first lap on Zandvoort in the rain. So yeah, that safety car period was just me testing out how braking and everything works. So I had to adapt quite fast to the rain.
That was a smart thing to do. Yeah, it was. I think it was like immediately like heavy rain, so it was really no option for anyone to stay out.
Yeah, the rain just started it came down so fast. I was in voice call with Shred, and he was helping me a bit, just telling me a bit of the stuff, being my crew chief or whatever you call it. And I was coming through the end of Sector 1, and I saw a couple of droplets of rain. And by the time I started the next lap, I started to struggle a lot on the tires. And by the time I came into the same section of the track, I could barely keep it on track, and I was just super understeery, and my brakes were locking up because of it. So yeah, the rain, it took one lap to completely switch conditions.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, you did well to at least keep it alive at the end and to finish podium, but unfortunately the penalty did send you a bit back. But I think you're happy with your race, right?
Oh, I loved it. I had so much fun on the Netherlands. I streamed Tier 3 yesterday of 2SRL, and going into it, I was thinking, and Zandvoort, not really a lot of room to overtake. And then watching that race yesterday just made me... I think I went to register as a reserve right after I saw the race yesterday. I just wanted to race Zandvoort. I saw how much fun it has the potential to be, so... Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the race yesterday, as I think you noticed, because I was in chat. And I was already thinking, I expect a lot of spins, and today was exactly the same. I think today was even more crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of potential for carnage, I reckon. Yeah,
the track is I also at some point I got hit in my back. I think it was Vex6P. He messaged me. He said, "Sorry, we know each other. We're friends." I think he outbraked himself or something like that, and in that banked turn in Sector 1, like turn 3 or 4 it is, I got hit and sent into the wall on the left side, and I'm like, okay, this is my race. And I picked up no damage somehow from that. I hit the wall and took no damage, and it pushed me back on track.
Well, that's a lucky escape.
Yeah, it is. If Codemasters were a bit, a bit more realistic, I don't think I would have been anywhere near the positions I was today from that collision I had with the wall. But yeah, then again, it was just an amazing race overall. So yeah, and congrats to Azeboy for winning it again.
Yeah, and also from our side, we think you are also our driver of the day. We know the game told that, but the game is sometimes a bit off. But for you, for us, from P16 to running into podium position for most of the last part of the race, it's just drive of the day worthy. So congrats on your race.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll hope to see you again in SLR as well sometime.
Yeah, I'm mostly. I almost register every week, so yeah. If I remember to register, I do it. So,
okay.
Yeah. Well, thanks for bringing me in, guys, and take care.
Yep.
Absolutely.
See ya.
See ya.
Good one.
Yeah, I think that's everyone. There's nobody else in chat, so.
Yep. Looks like that is the end of a very eventful race.
You can say that again.
Do you have any final words for the viewers, and then we can sign off?
Well, see you next week in Spain, I guess.
Yeah, probably a little less eventful. Should hopefully be a bit quieter next week. Maybe some more drivers to finish.
And maybe you can have your drink ready next time.
Yeah.
And not let it get cold.
I'll get a flask so I can stay warm the whole race.
Yeah, we enjoyed that. I think I speak for the both of us when we say that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and definitely see you guys next week.
Yep. Take care. I'm just going to switch the stream off.